I'm not trying to make my bike better. I'm trying to make it different. So like it definitely felt different.
This looks pretty square to me.
What are you guys doing?
Measuring reach. Obviously.
Ever-
If Jared Graves taught me anything, it's you need to know your numbers.
Okay, that's
Say 758.
wall to mid grips.
758 to the wall.
Okay. Let's go. So you can change your reach very slightly if you change your bar roll, your bar height, your bar width, your bar riser, your bar sweep.
Oh no, they don't teach you this in school.
Into the rabbit hole.
All right, let's back it up here for a second.
Alright. What I'm trying to do today is make my Process X a little bit steeper so it handles a bit, it's more sort of reactive on terrain that isn't quite as steep or doesn't have as much support like in turns, aka Europe. Oh, there he is!
What is that?
When we go to Europe, the tracks are a little bit tighter, twistier, jankier, looser.
Yeah, preach!
You just wish that either the bike would do a better job or your skills would do a better job.
Well, mostly I just hope that I would do a better job, but that has yet to happen. So I want to steepen the head angle, but this reach is quite long on this bike. So by steepening my head angle, I'm going to increase my reach. So I'm going to see if I can steepen my head angle, but then work around that and then shorten my reach back to something similar. We're doing Jesse's wall method to find my actual reach.
The JWM, what is your reach right now?
Well,
We haven't done it
We
yet.
just found the 758, so now we gotta do BB to wall, figure that out, subtract it to reach.
Well, what are you guys doing then? Why are you talking to
I'm
me?
talking to you.
Is it caught anywhere? No.
Is it caught anywhere?
Okay.
I'm gonna say 1180.
Okay.
Describe it.
Subscribe.
Reach is 421.
That's closer to mine. But so like they're measuring reach from the center of head to center of the top of the head tube.
Correct.
So that's why actual hand placement, once you take into account all
It's
of
less.
these things, is less.
Yeah, now we're gonna change it all.
Get me in front of this camera.
BB height on the website says
So,
Roll credits.
I don't think Miranda is comfortable whacking her own headset out. I don't know. What do you think, Miranda?
Man, you said the hammer's your favorite tool.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's the only tool I can use. Well, I think there's a lot of work to do before we just hitting it with a hammer.
Not as much as you think, Miranda. 3, 2, 1, go. Do we know how many spacers are underneath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it work on the
He didn't-
upstairs?
He didn't give us the right.
The upstairs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's going.
And then put,
I'll
like,
just go like
squares.
this. I'll just go
Yeah.
like.
Make it slacker. This would make it slacker. So this will
Yeah.
make it steeper.
Click, click, boom.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, is that centered? Everybody?
No. Whoever did your bike loves grease.
That was me.
I am mechanic. You need more grease.
Over the other.
Like this?
Yeah,
I guess that's what I thought too.
I think it's pretty good.
think
Pretty
it's pretty
close.
similar.
Let's start with same.
Yeah. Jesus. Grease pockets.
I think you definitely twisted some shit up here. Don't try this at home, people.
Really? I think we're telling them to try this at home.
We're gonna do some more measurements now.
744.
744 to the back of the
744.
wire.
How are we?
1169.
29 minus 744.
Yeah.
425. So it grew by 4 mils.
That's what I said. 3
You said-
mils.
You said 3. You didn't say 4.
Yeah. Big difference.
I didn't say anything,
Yeah.
but I've said
Yeah.
425.
The difference between BB to wall is the same difference in change in front center.
Good,
That's
because that's bringing your front center to rear center ratio closer together.
Okay, guys, so we put the +1 angle set in. That changed the reach by 4 mils, but it changed your front center by minus 10 mils.
BB.
So, what that means is you're going to have more weight over your axle because
That's what I want.
the axle is more underneath your bars. You're really going to be in the same body position. I feel like 4 mil reach, you're not going to really notice very much. So
what
basically,
if I put on a shorter stem?
So you could put on the shortest stem and not sacrifice much of the front wheel pressure.
if you want that grip over the front end and you want that lively turning, like you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't change the stem.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But I would definitely raise it then.
Okay, because I
if
don't
you think we
want
lowered.
much. Like my old setup, I
We
don't
didn't-
think
we
I could go
didn't-
longer on the
measure
reach.
bar height. Let's do it up.
Just under 42, and my process 153 is closer to 43, and I'm not like uncomfortable on it.
Cool. So you live in the 42 to 43 range.
Yeah.
One more measurement. Put the level on something.
Yes. 333.
It's 2.5 mils lower.
Should be higher.
Shouldn't it be higher?
Yeah.
Is our system flawed? There's no way.
Okay, we'll try again.
I would say 336 or 5. I think it's about the same. Well,
Do you think we can?
you know what?
Lower stock height change at all? Because the race on the other thing was pretty big.
Thick.
Did we figure it out? That's because this will lower the distance between the bike and the crown, which changes like the height of things. I'm just
BB.
making sure that our system isn't flawed. Let's just say same BB, just with all the changes.
Yeah.
Let's say that there must be a change in here. So that it's not just that our measurements are wrong, it's that this changed.
Alright, and then so now I think I want to raise my bars a little bit, but keep the stem the same.
Because you think your bars are now lower.
Or I'm thinking my reach is now longer, but if I bring my
Yeah.
bars up a bit.
Yeah. So then your hand placement here is going to be up here, so it's more back and closer to you. Alright. We need lasers, that's what we
I
need.
know, we do need that.
We need more lasers.
How much do you want to raise it?
I'm thinking taking the 2.5 out. Put in 10.
Going up 2.5.
Yeah.
One more reach
Can
measurement.
you guys guess the difference
Yeah.
in mils that this is going to be? For
Two.
raising your bar 2.5 mils, how much
On
is your reach going to change?
on a 64.2
Ooh.
head angle.
Yeah, a 1 degree angle set is not going to change your bike exactly 1
1
degree
degree.
because it changes the wheel. Things they don't tell you.
Oh no, they don't teach you this in school. 7, 4, 6. It's 2 mils.
That's good to know. So 2.5 bar raise equates to a 2 mil reach decrease. The more you know.
Alright guys, so Miranda, you ready?
You gotta be facing that way.
Yeah, the camera's over there. Alright, so we got the +1 degree headset in. We think it changed the head angle
We
by
know it
approximately.
changed the head angle.
Yeah, we changed the reach by
4 mils.
4 mils.
Yeah.
But then Miranda raised her stem a little bit, which then brought it back 2 mils. So now we're only 2 mil difference from the starting point.
But a important thing of that too is that we shortened the front center, which
Yeah.
means that more of your weight is going to be over the front. So technically your like body weight is going
Yeah.
to be more over the front, even though your reach is longer.
Yeah. So that's going to give you a bit more front wheel traction, but at the expense of a bit of stability. So just remember that when you're going to pin it down the steepest, gnarliest, chunkiest trails, Miranda.
I'm unstable. Doesn't feel quite as stable, but it feels like more active.
Yeah, to me it looked like you were a lot more in like an attack position, like way more aggressive. Like you look aggressive on a bike, but this you're in a more aggressive position.
Yeah.
Which looks good.
There's a reason why Kona designed that bike the way they did. They had a purpose, and you're changing that.
I know that.
You're going against their mold.
I'm doing this so that when I go to somewhere that is totally different than here, I can then adapt my bike to wherever I'm going. Maybe it's more pedally, it's a little bit flatter, then I have a setup that I can go to. And then say we go to Chile or somewhere super fast, then I can also have a setup that I go to. It's all about optimization. One bike that can do it all. Just a few little tweaks. I feel like
rider, so it doesn't matter.
the bike is more proportionate to me. I liked it when it was long and the front was long. It felt good, but it was too long for me.
Yeah.
And then I would put it in the short, and then it felt like the front was too long and the rear was too short. So now it feels a better
It's like
balance
what
between the
Charlie
two.
was saying of like you can more minutely change the pressure on your front and rear wheel maybe.
Yeah.
Micro adjustments.
Micro adjustments of the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so if you liked the rabbit hole, if you hit the like button,
If you want to see any spreadsheets or anything, just message us. We can send you all those.
These are fun because this is what we do. So there'll be more of these where we actually genuinely are trying to change and fiddle with our bikes and find different settings, and they aren't always going to work, but we need to know if they will or they won't. So maybe you can learn something from that, from our experiences of changing things.
help us help you.
Help us. We want to go faster.